Coming up next on Container Masters.
Whoa, I love it! No flip-flops, no beach sandals. Larry is a little frustrated.
So here's what I'm thinking.
We'll find out, I guess.
Try to make it through without hitting anything.
Right to.
I scream, you scream.
Okay, you knucklehead. Was it stupid? Yeah.
There are over 140 million shipping containers in the world. The vast majority of these remain idle and unused. Jim Russell, working with a network of specialty builders, is on a mission to change this, one container at a time.
I love it! This has been awesome.
Together, they repurpose, upcycle, and give these incredibly strong building blocks a second life. They are Container Masters.
Shipping containers are not only repurposed and modified to create beautiful homes, but also for amazing and innovative projects.
Here we are in a 20-foot container that's going to go to a nonprofit organization called the Giving Grove. It's a local Kansas City nonprofit organization, and what they do is they plant a beautiful garden with vegetables in it, and they provide that food to the homeless and the needy within a given community.
So we are planting fruit trees in the urban core. We're working with neighborhoods to create little food systems throughout the entire city. So we have a couple of people in this neighborhood that will care for these fruit trees, and all the fruit goes to the neighborhood. So they take care of it, we coach them, teach them how to take care of the trees, but it's their orchard, so we're just their coach.
We just love the ability to be able to help people directly where they're at, to grow their own sustainable food that's going to last for many years.
And we now have 135 little neighborhood orchards in our city. They're about 4 or 5 years old, many of them. And so it's time for them to start getting some equipment that they may not be able to afford. So what we thought we would do is we would put tool libraries sprinkled out through the city, and we'd use containers to store the tools. So all our stewards, our neighbors can come to this location and get orchard ladders and pickers and pruners and things that they might not otherwise be able to purchase for their little orchard.
So giving to the community is good. That's kind of near and dear to our hearts. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it is. That's what we're about.
I mean, when you told me about it, you told me it was going to be a garden shed. So we've got some plans, we got some hooks, we got some deals they can hang the rakes and shovels up in here.
So I'm excited about this. It's going to be beautiful when it's done. We're going to have a local artist come in and put a beautiful mural on the outside of it. And the mural is going to pretty much represent what it is that Giving Grove does. I can't wait to see the finished product, and I know Giving Grove is going to love it.
I love it. All right, let's go to work.
Oh, Larry's driving test started with just a conversation at lunch.
People over the age of 75 should have to take a driver's test. It's just to check and see if their reflexes are where they need to be to operate a motor vehicle. You know, their eyesight, all those things.
Well, you know, Jay and his big mouth, we all know he's got one. He come up with this idea that when you get to be my age, you should take a driver's test at least once a year. And I went along with it like the chump that I am.
You know, cars, technology's changing. Can they control all the features in the vehicle?
Got a short circuit there somewhere.
Hey,
As crew supervisor, Jay has forgot about his own questionable safety record.
there has been a time where Jay shot Larry in the cheek or something with a nail gun.
Are you? What was it? This was
That was a
before.
warning shot.
Yeah, Jay shot me in the head with a nail gun, which made me come to the conclusion I'll never go deer hunting with him.
So basically, when he walked by, it shot him, right there about the jaw area. He looks like Frankenstein, you know, with the whole thing sticking out of his head. Just one of those workplace whoopsies.
And going forward, it's not likely anyone will go deer hunting with Jay.
Larry, I got an idea. Why don't you just prove to him that you can take a driving test, no problem?
No, I can do that.
Okay.
And with that, Larry may have opened a door that was better left closed.
If we're really going to go to the extent of of making poor Big Daddy take this driving test, then I think we need to do it the right way.
I agree.
I mean, a standardized driving test.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that, Larry?
Oh yeah, I'll go along.
And you're going to prove to Jay and everybody else in this country that people over 75 don't need a driving test, and we won't worry about it anymore.
Okay.
And with that, senior team member Larry Peterson has accepted the driving test challenge.
I just said it at lunch one day to get a kick out of him. Boy, he puffed up like a blowfish, so I thought, well, heck, let's have a good time with this.
There are times when Jay is just about as useless as a G in lasagna.
Same old Jay, different day. You know, this idea I had about, an annual test of some sort. So here's what I'm thinking. Nothing better than to set up our very own Container Masters driver's ed course. What do you think?
I think that's awesome.
We can do it right here on site at the shop. We can set up some sharp turns. We can set up some speed limit signs, stop signs.
Well, I'm glad you're kind of safety conscious when it comes to Larry being safe. I think that's a good idea. Let's put it in place.
Let's do it.
And with that, Jay has set his plan into motion.
So I think Larry is a little frustrated with this whole thing. Larry is the kind of guy that'll lose sleep over a little bit of nothing.
It hit a nerve when he mentioned something about somebody, when you get to be 70, you need to take a driver's test. So it's just, I don't know, it's a lost cause.
So Robert, what's cool is we've got this Giving Grove container project, nonprofit.
Yeah.
How far along are we on that one?
Tell you what, we're all done painting it. It looks like a big old cloud.
Or you got it out here somewhere I can look at?
Yeah, I don't think you can miss it.
Whoa, I love it. I was wondering what a baby blue container looked like, and this is really cool. Look at that.
So what we done is basically we painted the inside and painted the floor so it was bright in there for them when they go in to get their shovels or their rakes or pruners, whatever it is, it's bright. That way it looks better for them.
It's a beautiful container, and I can't wait to see them get the mural done on the outside.
Yeah, I can't either. All right, man.
Let's do it. Back to
Job
work.
well done.
Absolutely.
So we're on our way to deliver the Giving Grove unit. I'm excited to meet the couple that's put this together. I think they're really going to love the unit. We actually went a little bit above and beyond what they asked for, so I'm excited to see their response to that. So it's a beautiful morning here in Kansas City, beginning of fall. It's going to be a good day here at Container Masters, that's all I can tell you. We're just going to unload this unit right here in the street. That way we can turn it around the way it needs to be and get it right to the spot they want it. So we're trying to slide the container back to get it unloaded. So we got to turn it around because I loaded it wrong.
I think Robert's moved enough of these containers, he could probably do it in his sleep. So I have no worries.
Jim gives Giving Grove a first look at their customized container.
The other one opens the exact same way. These rings here, which are actually welded on, if you take the wheelbarrow and bring it in and put the wheel there and lift the arms up, you can just bungee it right here and it'll just set right up against it.
Nice.
So it'll be flat. Your ladder, orchard ladder,
Yep.
hangs here.
Yep.
You've got tons of great shelves. You've got extra hooks. All of these are for your shovels, rakes.
Great.
You guys are gonna be in.
Thank you, man.
So beautiful.
You're gonna be in great shape.
Unfortunately, I loaded it backwards, so I'm going to have to drop it and turn it around in order to get it into the stall they wanted in, but that's a minor problem. We can overcome that pretty easily.
One final slide off the trailer, and the Giving Grove container is home.
We're really excited about this relationship with Container Masters. They're really doing us right in this particular container, making it affordable for a nonprofit. So they've done everything in terms of making this ready for our site stewards, making it easy for them to get access to it. They've customized the interior to make it easy for us, to make it easy for the neighborhood to get their tools.
You know, you guys, it looks pretty official here. You guys have got quite a...
We're about ready.
You've got quite a course laid out here.
Pretty
mean, you got signs and everything. This is a real course. You didn't cut corners here.
Nope.
All right, that's good. That's a Container Master way.
That's the Container Master way.
Well, you know, first I thought it was pretty silly. You know, I think Larry's a fine driver, but, you know, once Larry gave his buy-in, I was good with it. You know, let's see if Larry can handle this course. We're here at the Giving Grove. We're here with Amanda today. She's got a group of volunteers here, and she's going to train them on how the Giving Grove works. She's teaching them how to use the equipment that's inside the container, the various gardening supplies, how to use the ladders and the pruners. This is an absolutely wonderful cause in the Kansas City community.
So we gathered together our stewards so that we could show them what's going on inside this big giant container. We went through the process of opening up the doors, going through and taking a look at all the tools that are inside of it, because this is a tool library and it is a space where we have put together a lot of items that are going to be really useful for them to use in their orchard, things that they might not have either the funds to have on their own or the space to keep on their own.
Right, and so your Giving Grove stewards, this is all volunteer-based, correct?
Yes, so all of our stewards are people that are passionate about providing good, healthy fruit in their community.
Such a great cause, and we're really proud to be a part of it, and we hope to expand and grow with you. And the next time I'm here, I'm hoping...
Right, we'll have a mural on this container.
That would be so cool.
Yes.
I can't wait to see it.
Yes.
Senior team member Larry prepares for redemption.
Larry, today's the day. I'm going to run through a couple things with you first, then we're going to head out.
Okay.
All right, remember that as a learner driver, you are required to be accompanied at all times while driving. You must wear suitable footwear during the practical driving test.
Okay.
No flip-flops, no beach sandals.
I don't own anything like that. The last man that successfully pulled off the sandal look was Jesus.
So here's what we've come up with. Hayden and I have done a lot of thinking about this safety issue.
Yeah.
We've come up with a road course that if you would pass, well then this would just make us feel like, well, you know what? Maybe he can do what he says he can do.
Go ahead, Jay. Be the reason I get off with an insanity plea.
If you can get through this with a passing grade, I'll admit I was wrong. You'll never hear another peep of me again.
So Larry, we brought in Officer Scott here. He's going to assist you.
Okay.
How we doing?
All right.
Godspeed, Larry.
Yeah, I need it.
One of Missouri's finest prepares to administer Larry's driving test.
I was 18 years old last time I had a test.
You haven't had a test since then?
No.
We're going to give you a test today.
For Larry, this is where the rubber meets the proverbial road.
So how long you been driving?
Ever since I was 16.
Try to make it through without hitting anything. Okay, we got to go in and out of them.
Oh, this thing won't go that far.
Strike one.
Whoa, we're going way off course.
Sounds like you gotta go in and out.
Whoa, we're going way off course.
It won't cut that far, Char. Turkeys.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna have to yield.
Yield, okay.
The crew seems to be enjoying themselves at Larry's expense.
How long do you stop at a stop sign normally?
Long enough to make sure everything's clear.
Okay. So do you yield to people coming into the roundabout, or you just go for it?
They're supposed to yield to you because you're in it.
Okay. That'd be correct.
Yeah.
You want to take a right or left?
I think I'll go straight.
You want to go straight? Okay. Now, what happened if there was like an ice cream stand up there? Would you go up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Strike two.
I scream, you scream, we all scream when we see Larry driving down the wrong way for ice cream.
And look at him go. He's making a U-turn in the middle of the road.
Remember, 2 hands on the wheel.
Okay.
Gotta watch what you're doing.
He got out of the line a little bit.
I gotta give him some kind of fuel.
Yeah.
Man, that's a steep drop. I hope he makes it.
Your brakes work good. You know, that's part of the test.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Officer Scott brought extra drawers with him.
Let me know if you hit a cone or something.
Larry is experiencing some difficulty with the parallel parking portion of the driving test.
Look, he ran the cone over.
He just tore the bumper off that car. Well, I'm no expert, but that seems like a major violation to me.
Did I realize it, that I backed over a cone? No. And at that point, I didn't really care.
You had a couple issues there. Took out a couple of cones. You see you got one cone knocked down over there.
That was already down for a start.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. In and out of it.
Oh, this thing won't go that short.
You scored 71%.
Okay.
You had to have 70.
Okay.
Talk about just passing by the hair of your chinny chin chin. Cutting it pretty close there, Big Daddy.
Okay, you knucklehead, take a look at that.
Practical driving test certificate. Circle 1 below. You done passed.
You passed that thing?
You darn right. I didn't
Well, I
have any
seen
doubt.
you back over a cone.
I've got nothing further to say.
And with that, Larry is cleared for takeoff.
So, Officer Scott, how did he do overall?
Well, you know, what I did, I took some notes here of how he was driving through the course. He's a good guy, good driver,
Yeah.
but he's got a few areas he needs to work on.
Okay.
He kind of got confused on the one-way street.
Really?
Yeah, he went down the wrong way.
That's not good.
So I told him, I said, what happens if there's like an ice cream shop down there? Would you still go to it? And he says, yeah, I probably would.
Okay.
He had a couple problems with his hands on the wheel. I
Really?
had to remind him a couple times. 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock is where you want your hands.
Keeping your hands on the wheel, Larry, 10 and 2, it's a big deal. It's how you control the car.
All right, good.
Excellent.
Well, we appreciate you coming out here and looking over this today.
You bet you, not a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Glad to help you guys out.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
Larry,
you.
good luck.
Larry represents for senior citizens.
When Larry had to take that driving test, I was with him all the way. I had 100% confidence that he'd pass it with flying colors, which he did.
Was it stupid? Yeah. I felt a sense of, what do you say, relief, mainly so I could tell Jay where to go.
You know what was funny about this deal is I just said it at lunch one day to get a kick out of him. Boy, he puffed up like a blowfish, so I thought, well, heck, let's have a good time with this.
Hayden's involvement, he's a silent partner, I'd say, is what I would call him.
I'd say I'm responsible for pretty much half of this.
Larry showed Jay and Hayden what a 77-year-old man is capable of. Good for you, Larry. I'm here with Jose today, the artist of this wonderful mural. How did you get chosen to do this?
When they told me that they had this grove over here, I decided to just drive over to the side and look at it, and it was kind of a nice low-cast day, and when I came in, there were some people out here just kind of picking on it, but maintaining it. No, this was a great opportunity. I jumped on it, the idea of being able to do art in a social way that applies to community. That's part of what I look at art. I have the things that I come to art for that are very personal interests that I have, but there's also an aspect about giving back to community. So this was a nice opportunity to do that. And I saw the practical application of it because as I was painting this, the mulberry bushes, or whatever those berry bushes are, were already blooming and there was some fruit on them. And I remember one day I came here, I was hungry. And I'm thirsty too because it was hot as heck. So I went over there and just picked some of the berries and started eating them. They were sweet. And like half an hour later, a lady came by and she harvested some of them. And she came during the whole time I was painting. She came here quite a few times and harvested those berries. And one time we talked and she said, making jams and making pies. And I sat here waiting for her to bring me one, but I finished too quick.
Hi, Jose.
We got it done. How
So
are you
good.
doing?
Thank you so much for being a part of our project
Oh, no
here.
problem.
It's been just a really great joy to be able to see the work that you could create on our tool library and create just like a really great just image of the community and of the Kansas City community as a whole, and how we can portray that in a great public space for everybody to enjoy.
We just got done visiting with Jose and he did a wonderful job, I thought. I
Yes.
love what he did
Love what he created.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so this is done. Tell me about Giving Grove. What's next? What's happened since the last time we've seen you?
So we've been planting more community orchards. We generally plant around 15 new orchards every spring and fall. So since we've met, we have just finished up our spring planting season right now, and we are at a total of 176 community orchards all across Kansas City. Just
That's
continue.
significantly bigger than I realized.
Yeah. So we are continuing to partner with communities of faith, other youth organizations, you know, kind of anywhere where there's two people that are willing to commit to the long-term care of the orchard, we'll partner and we'll get an orchard established. And so once they get established, then we just get to serve as a really great education and help make the orchard not only a great source of healthy food for our neighborhoods, but a community gathering space that's safe and that's open and welcoming to the entire community.
Very cool. The Giving Grove is a beacon of hope in a world full of negativity, violence, and destruction. Each and every one of us can make a difference. And as Larry proved, age is only a number and should never prevent you from reaching new heights and achieving your dreams.
This goes here, right?